Um, YouTube tells me we're live. So if you can hear me, would you please give me a thumbs up in the comment section? If you know how to use the emojis, most of you do. I just want to make sure you can hear me. I want to thank everybody for being here. Oh, good. I see a thumbs up. We do have a 1 second delay, so you're not talking on top of each other. So sometimes it does take a few seconds for your comment to show up. Good. People can hear me and see me. I don't know that the visual's all that great. There's no touch up on YouTube Live. This is me. Thank you everyone for joining me. And we're going to start. I'm going to give it 1 more minute, okay? By the way, I always hate that the replays don't talk about how many people attended our session while it was live. We know a lot of people come in later, and that's really beautiful. So keep an eye on those numbers and share that with us in the comments later. Okay, it'd be interesting to see. I see right now we've got 67 people here. And as I say, and I'll say it every time, my understanding is to change our world. It only takes 20 people of common purpose to be putting their thoughts together and their intentions together to make some real changes start happening. Think of a little ripple in a pond. Our meditations start some of those ripples that have had some really nice effects and none that are negative. So that's really wonderful to see. And I thank you, everyone, because I really feel like today's topic is a real big opportunity for us to be of service to others. And so, but I want to do so in a way that protects everybody. Now, if you are new to my meditations, they're not quite what one might consider a traditional meditation. I'm just going to sit here at my desk and speak with you. I'm going to set it up though so that our intentions and our energy and our focus are very protected energy. Because one of the pitfalls of group meditations in the past has been that people weren't aware of how much they needed to protect their energy, and it got hijacked and used for other purposes. So the big thing we do is protect that energy, and we protect it for all eternity so that our thoughts and hopes and meditations today go forward in eternity in the same intention that we mean for it to be today, whether the need goes away as time goes on or not. The intention remains the same. So with that said, as I've said before, if you're here with positive intention, you are more than welcome. If you're here just to observe, or a scientific dispatch, skepticism, curiosity, those are also non-negative emotions, and you are welcome to be here. If you are here with any kind of negative intention or energy that is trying to impact what we do here today, I'm going to give you a 3-second warning that your energy is going to be sent immediately to our loving creator, the creator of all creators, to be transmuted and repurposed. So at the count of 3, you need to be gone, or we're getting rid of your energy one way or the other for you. 3, 2, 1. So it is. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. All right, we are today going to be meditating and giving our energy to the fact that our world has got a lot of people in it who are distraught by election outcomes or by current events or societal or cultural issues that are going on wherever they might live. And I was reflecting on how much of that anxiety and the issues people feel come from external sources where they're programmed to feel that anxiety and that dread and that hopelessness. So we always want to work within the bounds of free will. So if someone is willingly and knowingly absorbing and having those emotions, we don't want to impact that. Much as I would like to, we're going to honor their free will. But there are many people, millions, if not billions, who are feeling emotions that they've been programmed to feel, that they didn't explicitly and knowingly agree to feel. They don't realize that maybe feeling these things doesn't have to be as extreme as it is, or that it's optional. So today we're going to focus on dissolving negative energy that is from external sources that is causing people happiness disruptions. And we're going to just focus on dissolving that energy. And if not dissolving it completely, reducing it. It broke my heart to hear that the day after the US elections, there was such an uptick in suicides from people who had been programmed to feel that it was a dreaded outcome and there was nothing worth living for. And I want that programmed emotion to be gone from this plane of existence. And I know if you're here today, you feel exactly the same way. So let's talk about the fact that this meditation is non-denominational, but many of us come with positive faith paths of one sort or another that we're not leaving behind, even though for this, we're joining in a non-denominational common purpose here. So I may slip and use a word from my faith path. And if I do, I'm not trying to program you. I'm not trying to, do anything. It's just a slip. Okay, but I do come with the faith path that I have, and many others do too. And they're not identical, but they're very positive and light filled, and they're welcome here. So I don't want anybody to feel like because they don't have a faith path, maybe they're just spiritual, maybe they just are starting to believe in the power of intention and using their discernment. That's fine. Absolutely fine. You're more than welcome here. So don't feel like we are trying to, in any kind of underhanded ways, set you towards a certain faith path. Not at all. You're welcome here. Okay, now we are asking from whatever source our faith path follows, as long as it's positive, we're asking that all those that join in this meditation today with good intent be protected from evil in any form. Before the meditation, during the meditation, and beyond. We'd like to extend that protection to those we know and love who might also be targeted based on our light-filled intentions or our participation in this meditation. So protection from any direction, from past, present, future, from nearby timelines, something that's been set to be booby-trapped. Energy booby traps are a real thing. All of those, we are going to be protected from them forever. Okay, and any positive intention that's stated in this meditation may never be used, converted, or transmuted to other purposes ever. For eternity, as I said before, the intentions that are positive and stated today remain as stated today. Hopefully, the need for them will go away. But if they don't, it's just going to be think of a ray of light that goes on forever. That's our energy that we're contributing today. Okay. Now, I also ask and intend that our personal resources of love and light fill up even faster than we send them out. So no one should feel depleted at the end of this session. You should feel energized, and hopefully you'll feel like you contributed your energy in a very worthwhile fashion and way. That's my hope and intention for you, that you'll be energized. Okay, again, our focus this month is on dissolving or at least reducing the angst, anxiety, worry, desperation, all the negative emotions people might be feeling that they've been programmed to feel that aren't naturally part of their being. And we are further intending that as we work to dissolve or reduce those emotions, we do so only in people that would willingly want the intercession if they were aware that it was even possible. Okay, so again, we are abiding by free will always in all that we do. Now, let's start getting into some of the readiness for the meditation, okay? So first of all, real quick, no one should be stressed out. It's a loving topic, and hopefully you're feeling that it's being led lovingly. That's my intention. I don't want anybody to be stressed out, but we come to these meditations living a life that may have other things going on. So see if you were able to kind of check any emotions at the door other than participation and love and light. And one of the good ways to do that is check your shoulders. Are they up, which indicates stress, or are they down, which indicates calm and ease? And you can intentionally make your body start feeling less stress by deliberately pushing those shoulders of yours down. It's going to feel good, especially if you've been unaware walking around with some stress and tension going on in your life. I have days where that's part of my life and I just accept it. Okay, well, we want to check it at the door. So let's check those shoulders and make sure they're down and feeling really, really loose, and you're starting to feel comfortable. Another stress reliever, this is a good one to know if you're in a traffic snarl and commuting or whatever. Okay? It's not quite as subtle as the shoulders down, which you can do even around family members, and that is what I call the 2 breath check, okay? You're gonna breathe in 2 stages, hold, and out for 1, and this is just for stress. We're gonna do one that clears our energy path in just a minute, a different one, but right now we're going to do let's do since Tesla says 3 is a magic number, let's do 3 of those breaths that are stress reducers, okay? It's gonna be in like this. Hold and you can double the effect if you make sure your shoulders go down as you exhale. Okay, number 2, ready? And number 3, ready? Okay, that is how with a very limited time frame we can start to get that stress set aside so that our focus is not diverted. Now, our chakras are in alignment from the top of our head to the soles of our feet. I would ask that you, unless you're in a meditative position that works for you, that you try to have your back as straight as possible and just have that line of energy flow going from you and extending up into the universe as clearly and completely as possible. So my feet are flat on the floor. Okay. And I know some people stretch out when they do these meditations with me. That's great. But try to have yourself as straight as possible. And if perfection is impossible, we're not asked to be perfect. We're asked to try our best. So just do your best to be sitting upright or laying out straight, however you do these, or in your lotus position with a nice straight back. However you choose to meditate is fine. Okay. Now, if you're a newer viewer to my meditations, you're going to be saying, well, when does a meditation start? Okay. Again, it's going to be me speaking, but I will let you know when we're starting. We're still in the readiness part because I can't emphasize too strongly how important it is to have our energy protected. So that's a big part of what we do is protecting ourselves, our intention, our energy, okay, and those we love and care for so that they're protected too. Now, the last readiness thing, we want to be filled with love and light because that's all we're going to be offering to the universe for our intention today. And a good way to do that is to consciously and explicitly remove any negative energy that might still be clinging to you, attached to you. You can have attachments you're not even aware of. But if you say that I want any attention, any uh, negative emotion that's still within me or attached to me, being directed to me, sent to me, I'm sending it to you, whoever's at the top of your faith path, to be purified and repurposed. Okay, we're going to do that with these breaths. Now, I don't want to give negativity or evil too much power because they've been losing it left and right, and we want that to continue. So I personally usually visualize either a dandelion that looks a little smudgy that I'm going to blow like you do when you do a wish. I'm going to blow it towards my loving creator to be purified with my breath. And the first one that comes out, the first breath that comes out, it's going to be a little dingy because we're getting rid of those residues, those final little, hangers on of negativity that might be in us. Our second breath in and out is going to look almost perfect, if not perfect. Depends on how well you've already set negativity aside as we've been doing this. And your third one in is going to look as good going in as going out. And how I picture that air going in, no matter what our environments have, even if you can smell onions in the background or something like that, that air coming in is the purest, most healthy, sparkling, pure, beautiful air and light that you could breathe into your being. So we're going to do those 3 breaths in. It helps if you visualize. You might do that with your eyes closed. I've had other people say, I like to visualize a small gift box that is wrapped so expensively. You know what I'm talking about? That they put their any negativity still remaining and they visualize it in that and they toss that to the top of their the food chain of their faith path. Okay, so first breath in, coming in sparkling, old, and going out a little dingy with the residue that might have been left behind. Second breath in, going in so beautiful and out, really close to pure. Our third breath in and out. We've opened ourselves up. We've set all the negativity aside or sent it to be purified, and we are ready to go. So with that, Let's start our meditation. Okay. Again, I'm going to restate our purpose. I'm going to say it slowly enough that if you'd like to repeat it after me, you can. Okay. Our focus this month will be on sending soothing love and light to those who are distraught by election outcomes or other external noise in their culture or the society they live in. Our intention will be to dissolve or at least reduce any negative, low vibration emotion that others have been programmed to feel to the maximum extent their free will allows. Okay, now let's do a visualization exercise. I'm going to suggest one, and if you think of a better one, go for it, okay, because it's your visualization. I was trying to think, how could I visualize someone shedding all these emotions that are negative and getting down to the true essence of what they truly feel, not have been, programmed to feel. And hopefully that would be like calm, contentment, kind of adopting a wait and see attitude instead of panicking and feeling overwhelmed and distraught. And I thought, I'm going to picture someone just covered in mud from head to toe, which I've seen pictures of, so I can picture that really well. And I'm going to let them take the longest, warmest shower they need to take to wash that mud off from head to toe. And that mud is going to be, in my visualization, is going to be the programmed emotions they're feeling. The ones that if they had realized that they were being taught or indoctrinated to feel them, they would not have willingly chosen them. Okay. So I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to close my eyes, and I'd like you, if you've thought of a similar or a different one, that's fine. But let's take a minute to visualize that process. Okay. And okay. So if you want to close your eyes, if you like to visualize, or if you're just waiting, like, oh, okay, let's get done with this. However you want to do it, it's fine. But I'm going to close my eyes and picture that person washing away and stepping out and grabbing the fluffiest, like those expensive five-star hotel towels that are this thick, and just feeling wonderful, like they've gotten rid of so much more than just mud. Okay? The shower is starting. And it's off their head, their face, all the little folds in their ears, behind their ears, being replaced by the sweetest smelling body wash they choose to use. It's coming off their core, their arms, their legs, between their fingers, under their fingernails. Don't forget the belly button. Okay, keep washing that mud off. That shower's got a handle. You can get that shower in all the nooks and crannies. That shower head. And maybe it's one of those 3 shower head things that's coming at them from all directions. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Now they're washing their legs, ankles, feet, their toes. They're seeing the water that's washing off their body go from dark brown and thick and muddy to fairly shaded to absolutely clear, and they're breathing big sighs of relief. Ah, that feels so good. I've never been that dirty and I've never felt so clean. Okay. Now my androgynous person is ready to step out of the shower and grab that huge fluffy towel that we could only dream of having in our bathrooms. And they're getting ready to continue their life with a lot fewer burdens weighing them down and holding them back and keeping them from being the best and most joyful version of themselves that they can be. And so it is. Now, take a minute. Do you know anyone specifically who is you pictured when you thought of the intention for this meditation? I want to take a minute to let you picture those people and picture them stepping out and away from that programmed emotion or programmed beliefs. But let's go with emotions because emotions are what are driving some of the desperate actions that we're thinking, that we are wanting to have removed as a possibility on this plane of existence. I know someone worried about daycare credits they get. Another person worried about making ends meet. Another person worried about their job security. And I'm not talking about legitimate worries, but the ones they've been programmed to feel. Because when something happens, you deal with it. You don't necessarily need to worry about it 6 months in advance. You just figure out a game plan for how you deal with it if it happens, and then you live your life. Now, just a reminder, all that we are doing and offering here in our energy is sent with love and light, number one. And number two, we are only directing it to those who would welcome it, whether they knew it or not. My thought is, if evil can construe a implied consent to layer on evil or negativity or cause harm, we can use that same implied consent that if they really knew what they were absorbing and accepting and being made to feel or believe, they would not feel or believe it. Those people we're sending our energy to, and there are millions, millions of them. And my intention, and I know yours is tonight, whether they realize they have people sending this love and light to them as intentionally or prayerfully or positively as they can, that they benefit from it, and that benefit is permanent and cannot be transmuted, converted, hijacked, or destroyed. So we're not just protecting our energy and our intention, but we're protecting the results of that intention. So any positive benefit that is received today is permanent and can't be transmuted, destroyed, hijacked, anything. Okay, that's it for my specific topic. If you'd like to take a couple of minutes, and we have the live chat going off to the sidebar. If you have an intention that you would like to just put out there so that people could know, and if they choose to offer energy for it, they can, because we know we've got family members that need to be healed or situations that are, kind of beyond our control. And if you'd like to share that, you can. If we conclude this meditation and you haven't had a chance to put something in the live chat or finish it, please don't panic. You can. It does take a few hours to show up on the video, but it will. I know there's numerous people that review these requests, and if they are so inclined, because again, free will, free will, free will, they will offer their energy for that need or that hope that you've expressed. So feel free to share if you'd like to. Okay. Now, I saw as before we started the meditation, I saw that Todd Starnes was trying to share something that was really insightful. So, in case you don't read all the comments, I don't think he got it done before we officially started. I encourage you, Todd, go ahead and finish it because it seemed like it was really good advice. Absolutely. And also, you said you put it in the comments. So, be sure to come back and read some of the comments under this. Now, here's the thing. Time is a false construct, okay? And so the beautiful thing about these meditations and why we leave them on my channel forever is that you can watch at a later date or say you missed it. You know, some people have family birthdays going on, things like that, or they just forget, until, oh, gee, it was yesterday, wasn't it? That can happen. All you have to do is go back and send your energy to the time that we had our meditation, if you'd like to. Now, that is why if you ever do go back and watch a meditation a second time, you're going to feel like it's more powerful than the first time, and that's because of all that loving energy that comes in later. And again, that energy is always protected by the same protections we put out during the live. If you contribute energy later, it comes into that umbrella of protection, that capsule of protection that lasts forever. Okay? So that's it for this video and this meditation. I'm going to thank everyone for coming in and providing some beautiful love and light and energy to something our world really needs. There are so many people that are programmed to feel things and don't even realize it, just as they've been programmed to believe things and don't even realize it. Okay, so we are going to send them some protection and the ability to enjoy a reduction in those programmed feelings and emotions. And, if they were free of their free will, willing to accept it, in a complete dissolving of it, you have contributed to a worthy cause today. You have been of service to others. And that's what our universe is all about. So I'm kind of rambling a little bit here, but I mean every word that I'm saying. I'm going to count down from 10. Hopefully I'll do it accurately. One month I didn't. And I will stop the live stream. This gives you a chance to finish any comments you're typing. But remember, if you're having trouble deciding how would I phrase something, how would I ask for help with this situation, or and you just can't gather your thoughts, don't worry about it. You can do it later and put it in the comments because we do go back and read those. Okay? All right. The countdown for the conclusion starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. Love and light to you. Be the best version of yourself you can.